Hi, today we're going to start talking about our writer's notebooks. This is really important um, for writers to have a place where they can get their ideas down, experiment with different genres of writing. I think it's writing is therapeutic. I know I had a student last year, a boy, an eighth grade boy. He was a really good basketball player, good football player, and he would kind of get in moods sometimes where he would just really be having a hard time with things. And I suggested to him one time, I'm like, why don't you write down what's upsetting you in your writer's notebook? And he said, well, I don't really want you to read it. And I said, well, I don't have to read it. Or it could even be, if you don't want it to be in your school writer's notebook, could be like in a journal at home. It could be even something that you just like write your thoughts and your feelings down and you throw away later if you don't want anybody to read it. But writing can be very therapeutic for you to really just kind of organize your thoughts, get some of your emotions out on paper, think about things that you're really passionate about, things that you love. Um, Write down thoughts that you have about maybe a confrontation you had with somebody. The other thing, it's a place to be creative. You can write short stories. I know some kids write fan fiction, like take their favorite character from a movie or a comic book and then write their own story with those characters. I know a lot of kids that like to write poetry in their writer's notebook. Um, it can be a place for journaling, but it can also be a place for you to kind of experiment as a writer, write your opinions that you have on things that are going on in the world right now. Um, you could research or like a book that you read or articles that you read. It's nice to keep track of those things. So today, I just want you to know that when writers commit to making their writer's notebook a place of power, a place where they can capture the significant stuff, they push themselves to collect a lot of different entries and to explore what's important to them. So we're going to start making entries in our writer's notebook this year because we're doing remote learning. We're going to use digital notebooks. I know if you want to use paper pencil, there's going to be an opportunity if you're writing clearly for you to upload photos of what I'm wanting from you. So make sure that you're using this as a place where you can just really get down your ideas, set goals for yourself to really write well, elaborate on your thoughts, elaborate on your feelings. I don't want emails about like how many sentences should this be. I'm giving you samples of entries where you can tell that they're pretty well written, they're well thought out. I really elaborated on some of the experiences that I had or the reflections that I'm giving. And I expect the same from you as eighth grade writers. So we will now dig into our digital writer's notebook.